our third broadcast partner has joined us, Mike the Beast Campbell. Mike, how's it going?
Very, 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 very well.
And unfortunately tonight, both Mike and Matt were supposed to be on this card fighting tonight, but unfortunately, Mike Campbell suffered an injury. Matt Santos' opponent got sick at the last minute, so they're going to be both joining me instead. So hey, your loss is my gain. I got two MMA pioneers and experts up here, so I'm doing well.
No doubt.
A couple of kicks here just to start things off. And Matt, like you were talking about, you expect this fight to go to the ground, but here we are so far. Both guys standing up, trading some blows early on in this fight, despite their wrestling and ground backgrounds.
Exactly. But one thing you need to look for, sit your tongue, guys. If they're fighting southpaw, look for the rear leg, the rear hand. Mike will tell you. Mike's done it to me a million times while you're training. So,
is this true, Mike?
Absolutely. Left hand, left leg. Go to that liver.
Both fighters starting to feel each other out here within the first minute of the opening round. We see Chartier trying to go to the leg here to get that sweep.
Wow, nice and calm. Nice calm match. They're not going out like they're trying to fight it all in the first minute. So. And
surprisingly, with somebody who hasn't fought professionally yet, like you said, we're seeing guys both calm. And now Chartier has Switzer against the cage a bit here, trying to get a move in. Here he is with the takedown.
Good
nice
throw.
by Switzer. Switzer trying to deliver some blows to the side of the temple with a right hand.
Nice solid punches. You can hear those.
And Mike, we see Chartier trying to get his legs hooked in and spread out now. What's this technique right here that he's trying to do?
It's actually a grapevine. He's just trying to spread him out so that way Tyson can't hip out or try to get an underhook or get his hips out.
It becomes
those punches are actually landing pretty hard.
Yeah,
you're right. You really can't hear them from here. You know, Switzer really landing some blows, but so far Tyson holding his own. Tyson trying to strike back a little bit and break that hold.
What Tyson really needs to do is he needs to relax his legs and start moving his hips free. You know, if you try and fight a grapevine, you're always going to lose. If you relax your legs and go with it, you're ready to fight. And he's sitting here just taking punishment when he doesn't need to take.
And like Mike said, Switzer has a hook on those legs, so Tyson's not able to get any leverage and get back up on his feet. So right now, Switzer controlling this round on top of Tyson.
You know, and believe it or not, that's actually a hard position to stay busy in. I like how Switzer's staying busy in that position. It's actually a difficult position to stay busy in.
Exactly, Mike. A lot of people are more content to just try and hold you down when they get on top instead of fighting through it. I like to see that. This is a good, busy match.
There you go. Tyson's trying to get that. Yeah, he's trying to get that feet out so he can start working that leg high, but for whatever reason, he gated it.
You know, Switzer can elevate just a little bit, Mike. Does that allow him to get more solid shots over the top instead of just on the side here?
I mean, I don't know how much Switzer can actually elevate from this position because he's pretty much, he's not in an unstable position, but for him to try to elevate, that'll actually give Tyson a chance to scramble and escape.
Yeah, the trade-off is the harder you can punch, the less you can hold down. Exactly. You see what happens?
He just kicked out for a brief second, but Switzer back on top now, and you see Tyson just trying to grab a hand around the back of the arm here, around the back of Switzer's head, trying to get some leverage.
Yeah, right now Tyson needs to let go of that head and just work that underhook and get his hips out.
Exactly. Good call, Mike.
Just under 2 minutes to go here in the opening round. Justin Switzer versus Tyson Chartier. You're watching Justin Switzer right now controlling most of this opening round after a really good counter move and takedown. And Tyson Chartier has spent most of this first round on his back, trying to get out right now here, though, Mike.
Tyson's got a good deep underhook. This is the work he needs to do to get up. Let's see what happens if he uses it properly. He's doing a good job though. He's got his arm parallel to his spot, to his hips. Now he just needs to turn his thumb down a little bit more and start moving him.
And he's closing in on it. Just trying to get off the mat here in this final minute of the first round.
Yeah, Switzer's doing a good job of not allowing that right shoulder to get out either. There it is.
Excellent job. Good job getting his full guard, but he's on his spine. The last thing you want to be when you're on bottom, you don't want your shoulder blades touching the mat. That's death to my students, you know.
Switzer again with those hard blows to the rib cage, and you can hear him from here. It's amazing.
No, now we see the first elbows of the match. That's going to open things up. Once elbows start getting thrown, everybody wants to throw them.
It's a grueling round for both fighters here, particularly Tyson Chartier, who has spent most of his opening round in the back. And again, there are some elbows to the side of the head, and now we got a little bit of an exchange here before Switzer regains control. 30 seconds to go in the opening round.
Yeah, I like how both guys are staying busy, both guys are staying active. They're both trying to win the round at this point. And, I mean, Tyson's still trying to win the round from his back, so I mean that's good.
Yeah, he's keeping busy. Let's see what happens. You know, those elbows are not making it fun for for Justin to just stay still. He has to keep this a fight. You know, he can't just hang out.
12 to 6 elbows are always brutal.
And you can steal the round late. Doesn't look like Tyson Chartier is going to do it here. It looks like Tyson, or rather Justin Switzer, had control for most of the opening round as we have the bell. The referee separates him. Good opening round, some really good action.
Little hint for you people at home, when you watch the belly on how people are breathing, if they're sucking in and out, they're hurting. You know, you notice that Tyson's not breathing that hard.
I really like what Tyson's doing too. He's taking his time. He's still using his head movement. He's keeping his hands up. He's keeping his cool. Even though, I mean, he probably knows right now at this point that he's down 2 rounds to none, but he's not rushing anything. So I really like the fact that he's keeping his composure and taking his time.
No, you're 100% right, Mike. You
Tyson
know,
going to southpaw here, a little bit of left-handed stance.
Nice overhand. Watch the throw.
Good takedown.
There we go. Nice trick.
See, right now, Tyson needs to consolidate and work on passing or getting to a more dominant position. I mean, I love side control. I'd rather be in side control than mount in MMA.
For sure. You're 100% right, Mike.
Absolutely. You can beat up a guy in from so many different angles. Mount, I mean, it's actually really tough to control a guy in that position. In this position, Tyson's got a good position. You should just try to work from here.
Well, he's got that side position you spoke of, but a great takedown in the opening minute of this third and final round. And now we see Switzer trying to at least reverse this here. He's got a good lock on his left arm.
Yeah, I like how Tyson's working the body, Santos. There you go.
No, I used to teach us at Katong for 6 years, and hopefully the institutional memory sticks. You know, I've always said, hit to the body. If you hit somebody to the body, you will always stop them.
I think we'll see if these guys listen to you or not.
Yeah, Switzer's definitely kind of like a little lackadaisical with that left leg. I think that if Tyson really wanted to go for it, he could drive that knee forward and go from out.
For sure, for sure. But, you know, if Tyson's good at jiu-jitsu, he's a purple belt under Gracie Baja, he's probably going to be just as comfortable on side mount. If he goes to mount, he's going to have to count on being able to hit hard.
And even though Tyson's on top here, Switzer's got a hold of his whole left side of his body right now. He's got a firm grasp on him, and now you see the knees coming here.
Yeah, I like how Tyson's utilizing
just like Mike Campbell said, trying to deliver that left knee right into the rib cage.
Yeah, these are all, like, I don't know if it's because of me, but those were all the things that I've always trained all my students.
Yep.
Matt Santos taking credit for this strategy by Tyson Chartier.
I've never trained Tyson. I'm just saying maybe he got it from somebody who's trained with me. But I love that. I'm always happy when I see that. Like, I shout it at my TV when I'm watching UFCs at home.
One thing I like about Matt, especially, is that Matt likes to kind of chip away at that ice block. I mean, eventually he's going to get there. He won't rush it. He just takes his time, and he ends up hurting you. And Matt doesn't punch the hottest out of everybody in the school, but he ends up hurting you.
Switzer's got a good hook on that left leg, and now he's delivering that knee. A big opening here on Switzer's side.
Oh,
and Tyson's taking
the hip. Yes, those are all my favorites. Those are all my favorites. I punch like Mike said, I punch like a girl, and not even like Layla Ali, not even like a tough girl. I punched like my mom punches. I got soft hands.
But those knees right there are good.
Very good round here for Tyson Chartier. He's really taking control of this entire round. This one so far belongs to him. We'll see how it plays out in the cards. We'll see if Switzer can come back. He still has just over 2 minutes to go, so there is a lot of time. But these knees are really wearing him down, Mike.
Yeah, Tyson's doing a very good job controlling Switzer. I mean, believe it or not, I mean, it's pretty tough to hold somebody down this long inside control. And,
now the elbows come, the right-handed elbows.
Switzer right now needs to unlock his hands and really work on driving Tyson's head away and getting his hips out, because, I mean, obviously the position he's in right now is not working.
Is he actually hurting himself? Is he actually hurting himself by grabbing him here?
He's copying gravity. Why would you hold somebody on top of you that's already on top of you?
Right.
Yeah.
He's hugging him to keep him on top.
He's got to push away.
It's a nice combination here. A little exchange of knees and elbows by Tyson Chartier. He is just trying to break down Justin Switzer in this third and final round. We've got a minute and a half to go.
See, that's the only problem. He took his back.
That's nice.
Good transition. That was a smooth transition by Tyson.
This might be bad. Who knows? Who knows?
This could end in a choke here, possibly.
Yeah, Tyson's getting kind of high on the back right now, but, I mean, he's a wrestler, so he's probably got that hip.
That's it. Holy comeback. Holy comeback. And look at, that's the sportsmanship that I love about MMA.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Camaraderie.
Tyson stopped before the ref saw it.
That was a great finish,
Mike. He felt the tap and he stopped.